Test. Тест 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys. So today we will check some pairs. Actually, pound is looking pretty bullish. But tomorrow we have unemployment rate, I believe, and some other news. So we'll go through. We'll just wait a few more minutes. Otherwise, I'm in Aussie Swiss, shorting from up here. Sell limit here, stop above here, and price is moving in our favor. Taking profits around in this zone. We'll see how the price will react. The other trade is New Zealand CAD on the daily time frame. I shorted in this candle, sell this low, stop loss above here, and I'll take profit around in this zone. Or somewhere in this zone. We'll see how the price will actually react. I believe I'm not a fan of hard fixed take profits because sometimes you get a very strong push, let's say from this support like that, and price just continue to the next support. So I really exit my trades based on a price action, based on a candles and a whole context with a combination of support and resistance. Okay, and the last one is Aussie Swiss. I'm shorting this as well. Actually, I'm pretty short on Aussie. This was a very powerful candle. We're on a resistance zone like that. We've got some divergence as well. So sell stop below this low, and stop loss right here above this high, and aiming for this zone for profits. This zone. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so I'm currently in 3 trades with a swing trading account. I was actually stopped out actually pretty quickly from CAD Swiss, I believe. Last week that was last week. Wow, I can't find CAD Swiss. Actually, I shorted this candle. Objects. I shorted on this candle and was stopped out, and now we're getting some bearishness. Bearishness. I'm actually waiting for 4-hourly to the downside. Nothing worth mention. It's actually a range on a weekly, so it was not the best location to trade from a weekly point of view. To short right here on a daily, but daily looks pretty good. So we'll wait just 1 minute, 2 minutes more, so maybe 1 or 2 people will come in on a stream. Guys, let me know about the audio. There was quite huge delay last time, and the audio was freezing. I believe I fixed that, but I'll see that after the recording, or if you tell me. Okay, so let's start. Euro pound. We are actually in a pretty hard resistance right now. We've got a weekly divergence right now as well, showing losing momentum to the upside. Actually, these daily candles are pretty consistent and not showing some sort of a weakness. So, and now we've got a daily pin bar right here. It's not ideal. I mean, it's a good pin bar, but it's not as big as I want. It's not as obvious as I want. So it would be much better if this candle would be bigger, with bigger spike to the upside, like that. This would be an ideal candle. So just for educational purposes, I'm telling you that. So I will answer this trade, but because we have 4 more trades to enter and a lot of pound exposure, actually a lot of pound exposure, all the pound pairs are looking some looks better, some looks worse, but overall all are looking okay. So I will diversify the risk among these 5 trades into 1 trade. So I will really increase the chance of winners for runners, and decrease the chance of losing, so by diversifying. So the pound Swiss is actually it's actually exactly opposite from euro pound, so I will do the same here. Buy stop here, stop loss down there, and take profits in somewhere in this zone, depends on the price action. Another pair which I like the most is pound Aussie, excuse me. We've got a very nice sideways movement. Very nice sideways movement. We can see from the candles that these candles are slowing down. We've also got, I believe, on 4-hourly divergence. Yeah, quite a huge divergence. Like that. I mean, it's a good one, but it's a little bit harder to draw. So we've got this sideways movement, another try, and here we've got a nice bullish candle and pin bar, almost pin bar, and now we've got this power candle. So on a 4-hourly, I can see that there's a buying power. buying power. So I believe we're on some sort of a structure right now. Actually, this weekly swing low is acting as a support in this case. Ideally, what I don't like at this particular location is that we do have some stronger support right here. But anyway, daily divergence as well. Daily divergence and 4-hourly divergence as well. Like that. So we can see that bears are kind of exhausted, but have in mind this is counter trend trading. Overall trend is still downside, and we're still bearish on a daily and a weekly time frame. So this is sort of on a little bit aggressive entries, but the current formation, this candle actually tried to move lower from this. I can't zoom in because of this candle. Let me try this now. Anyway, this candle tried to push lower than this candle, but was immediately rejected, and now we are making actually a higher high and a higher close. So this is sort of an outside bar engulfing candle. However, it's showing a power. We've also got some sort of a, no, it's not a double bottom, but we can see that price is relaxing right now in here, accelerating to the upside. We've got some sort of a breaks of a trend lines. However, buying pressure. I will not complicate the stuff. So buy stop here, stop loss down there, take profits around here, around here. I'll enter that at the end. Pound cat. Again, we've got some sort of a railroad candle pattern, or inside bar candle pattern, which is again showing a buying pressure. Buying pressure. I mean, change from bears to the bulls. Again, these candles are not ideal. They're pretty strong, so we might get some sort of a sideways movement, and this is why I will reduce the risk a lot on these trades. I will diversify 5 trades. I normally risk 0.5% on each trade, but I will diversify 5 trades into 0.1% on each trade, so it will be 0.5 total. So buy stop right here, stop loss down here, take profits in these zones or in these zones, however, depends on the price action. Pound yen on some sort of again on the support, divergence, bullish pin bar, not so obvious one. 4-hourly, again divergence. Ideally for conservative traders, wait for break of this trend line, higher high and a higher low. Actually, I will be waiting that on another pending swing trading account, where I'm trading 1 to 3s with pending orders on a 4-hourly time frame. Like that, break of lower low, lower high back to this structure, sell limit right here, stop loss above here, and that's it. Simple as that. That's it. So in this case, buy stop right here, stop loss below this low. I'll go below this low, take profits around here. Actually, this trade has the best risk reward ratio, I believe. Yeah, so that's it. Actually, about pound dollar, the candle is very bullish, but somehow I don't like this candle, and it's pretty near this resistance, and I don't know, I don't prefer. I might enter it on as a break of this trend line, higher high and a higher low. like that, but I believe I've set my pending order for that. For pound cat. Yeah, for pound cat. You can clearly see this is a very good example of nice break of a trend line and a higher high and a higher low. So this high is higher than this high. We've got double bottom. We've got a nice impulse lag breaking the trend line EM at 36.20. However, higher high, higher low. So I've set a buy limit right here, stop loss below here, and aiming to the upside. This is how I trade pending swing strategy. Break of trend lines, break of structures, and setting just pending order on 0.3 of a 1 to 3. So 1, 2, 3, waiting for 0.3 to get triggered. So that's it. I'll enter that just shortly. Aussie, New Zealand. Actually, I'm in the trade from up here. I've actually set my stop loss above this swing high. I trailed it. Originally it was up here, and now I'm waiting for price to retest these lows. This is on a pending swing. CAD yen, I'm actually in a CAD yen. Also textbook, a good setup. Wow. I'll explain you why I have entered this. So we are on a support. Price hit the support. We've got 4-hourly divergence right here, which is showing a fading, a losing of a momentum to the downside. Actually, double divergence. We've got a break of this trend line. Higher, actually, price broke this trend line and broke these two swing highs, which are pretty close together, with higher high and a higher low. So I've set my buy limit right here. So resistance becomes support. So higher high, higher low. Stop loss below here. I believe that I put it down. Let me check. Actually, it doesn't matter. I mean, and aiming to the upside. Okay. So what to do now? Actually, nothing. Wait for another higher high and higher low. This resistance might act as a support like that. So that's it. Pound New Zealand. Actually, I have set a buy limit order on a Friday, or it was Wednesday, I don't know, last week. Buy stop here, stop loss below here, but the price didn't trigger my order. The price was fading for the last 3 days, and now we're getting some sort of a double bottom, divergences, and I'm looking for conservative entry. Actually, I cannot draw trend line. Actually, I'm waiting for break of this high with a higher high and a higher low, and that's it. Like a CAD yen, same example. I'm waiting that. USD CAD. Actually, I have had my orders. I was when the price was here, I was waiting for a pullback to this resistance zone, but didn't get that. So now I'm actually waiting for a bigger 1 to 3 on the daily time frame. We've got a break. We've got a break of this very respected trend line, and now what I'm waiting for is a retracement So 1 to 3 setup back to this recent low. So support will act as a resistance, and this is pretty nice setup. This is pretty textbook setup. Looking for short for bearish candle pattern, and on a pending swing I'll just put my sell limit right here, stops above here, and wait if the price will move to the downside. Euro Swiss actually was a nice trade if you're trading a range. We've got a decent pin bar and a nice engulfing candle to the downside. Actually, this was a pretty good entry. But for now, wait for this support. If the price comes to this support, and look for some buying pressure down here. Nothing fancy, okay? Euro Aussie, actually I actually haven't set my pending order. If you remember, if you were on a stream last week, I was actually price reached a very decent support zone, okay? And we've got this sort of a bullish pin bar, and the price was not this candle formation is not in context with these candles. It's too small, okay? These candles are too big for this pin bar, so I skipped that trade. And luckily, I mean, I have noticed that, because if I would put, I put my buy stop above this swing, above this high, and stop loss below there, and I would be just stopped out immediately in another day. So I did a wise decision to skip that and wait for a safer trade entry. So after that, we've got a very nice engulfing candle, which was a very alerting for me. I mean, it was a warning. And as you can see, if you do, I don't think that I have been talking about that, but I can actually see a candles. I know how the candles react on a different time frames, even if I'm watching only one time frame. So in this case, I know that this daily candle is on a 4-hourly. It's a pretty decent impulse lag, okay? So if you can see that we have here on a daily three days high, so this high, pretty close together, you can assume that on a 4-hourly or on a daily, this is a pretty decent resistance area. So what you can do is, I trade on a pending swing. I trade, as I said, break of trend lines and 1 to 3s. And we've got a nice break of this resistance with higher high and a higher low. And I have set my buy limit right here on the resistance, and unluckily I didn't get filled for 20 pips. Price took went into my favored way without me. So otherwise, a buy limit right here, stop loss below there, and take profits would be just hit right here. So unluckily, it happens, shit happens, but this is how it is. So now there's nothing actually to do. If you're in, you're in. If you're not, you're not. Wait for this resistance area. Maybe price will bounce to the downside again, but overall, if you're looking for a bullish signs, wait for break of this swing high on a daily, and wait for a retracement back there, and look for some bullish candles, okay? But not worth mentioning. AUSSIEN, actually, again, my order was not filled. It just missed 10 pips, unluckily. Unluckily, but this is how it is. We've got a nice. The reason why I have set order down there is very good bearish candle on a daily time frame break. As you can see here again, you can see this low, and this low, and I immediately, when I see this kind of a formation on a daily, I understand that there's a break of a channel. This is a channel on a lower time frame. Okay, so when I see this kind of a candle breaking these kind of candles, I understand that there's a breakout on a lower time frames. And I have set the sell limit right here, stops above here, and waiting for price to move to the downside. So right now, if you were actually, I don't monitor charts through the day, so if you're trading manually, this candle would be pretty damn good to enter. So sell stop down there, stop loss right here, and you would actually already get a 1-to-1. So what to do right now? Actually nothing. I mean, there's sort of a sideways movement. Momentum is not really very strong, but I believe that we have potential more to the downside, so I would not be even looking for bullish opportunity right here. Don't do anything, okay? Wow. Actually, I was thinking about shorting Aussie dollar, but I'm exposed when I was entering Aussie Swiss and Aussie CAD, I believe. I said, you know what, you're more than enough exposed on an Aussie pair, so I skipped that. Also, the whole context is not looking good overall. I mean, this is a very strange formation. There's no, I don't like this formation at all, so I didn't enter that on a swing, but I have entered that on a pending swing. Again, guys, I have 3 accounts. One account is trading daily and weekly time frames only. The second account, I'll call that account daily and weekly account, okay? The second account is pending swing. I call it pending swing because I swing trade only with pending orders, and this is a little bit more. I trade the randomness. I try to trade a little bit more because in the past I was actually having a little bit issues, quite a lot issues with triggering orders, placing my orders. So I found out the technique which is suitable for me, which is simple logic, and it's profitable. So the break of this trend line was pretty obvious. This candle very strong. I set a sell limit right here, stop loss above here, and I'm waiting for move to the downside, but I didn't enter that on a daily, only 4 hourly. What to do now? Actually nothing. Maybe wait if the price will reach this zone and wait for some daily bearish candles right here, and but that's it. Really, that's it. Okay. Oh. Gold is pretty interesting one. We've got a higher high and a higher low, and now gold is having a problem with breaking to the upside, or it is just losing momentum. So what we have right now is pretty decent trend line, and this candle is pretty strong. So it would be nice, I mean, it would be logical and tradable if we could get some sort of a lower low and a lower high. Okay, we have a signs that bulls are not in control anymore, so we're some sort of a transmission, and bears might take control, and after break of this trend line, EMA and so on. Okay, we have also pretty decent support trend line, and ideally, if you're a little bit conservative, wait for break of this as well. Okay, like that, waiting for some sort of a bearish candle pattern right here. Otherwise, weekly is also looking pretty exhausted. We've got a weekly divergence like that, but have in mind that we are in this is a early trend. Okay, so weekly is still uptrend, but we are currently on a swing high where the price should reverse. So it's very hard thing to talk where the price is right now and so on, because weekly is showing that and current price action showing that, and the overall context is bullish, but current price formation is on a high, so we might look for short opportunities on a lower time frame and so on. So you have to understand that trading is dynamic and there's no fixed rules, and this is just my personal point of view. Okay, EuroCAD just a mess. CAD, yeah, and actually we've got some nice bullish daily candle, but actually sideways movement. We might look for a higher high and a higher low like that, but overall daily trend is downtrend. Yeah, so not worth mentioning. These pairs are not on the left side, are not interesting at all, so I will not go through that. No mess. Actually, my charts are very mess because I am when I'm doing analysis, as you can see for past streams or for some friend, I'm explaining on a past historical charts because this is the only way you can train yourself, and after that I leave the drawings like that. So sorry for that, guys. I mean, I believe that it's annoying to you, but actually New Zealand dollar, we've got a nice daily pin bar right here, but again, I will not complicate this kind of advanced setups. It's not worth it. Actually, New Zealand yen, actually I have set my sell limit right here and stop loss above here and above here to trades, and my trade, actually I didn't get filled for 3 pips, 2.5 pips, and after the price moved to the downside almost to the take profit, of course I canceled these orders. So as we can see, the price is actually now moving to the upside, so there's no real momentum. So maybe I was lucky that the order was not triggered. USDN breaking some sort of a lows. Let's clean these charts. Gosh, nothing worth to mention. New Zealand, Swiss, nothing. Yeah, use the Swiss. Maybe look for bullish evidence in this zone. It's a pretty good one. Yeah. But you have to understand that this zone is pretty exhausted. Many people believe that the more times the price touch some sort of area or resistance support, the better this is. But it is not true. This is not true. This is a false. I mean, if it is working for them, hooray. Euro dollar, we're still in some sort of a range, guys. Actually, I can't draw anything like that. I'll just keep it simple like that. Seller up here, buy down there. That's it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know, guys, on a Skype or here on the stream. Otherwise, I'll call it a day. I'll enter these trades. I'll not enter these trades right here on the stream live because I need to be focused. I diversify these trades into few parts, so I mean, it's waste of time. Okay, I'll wait for 2-3 minutes more. If you have any question, if you want to let me know, guys, if the stream of quality was better, the overall audio, was it synced, was there any buzz or lag or delay. However, let me know if you have any question related to trading. I mean, if you want to some technical analysis for any asset, let me know. We're running 40 minutes, guys. Wow. I can't do these streams below half an hour. Okay, guys, 1 minute more before we call it a day. I'll prepare my FX trade platform to enter the trades. Did I mention euro pound? Actually, yeah, I was talking about this daily pin bar, and it is not as obvious as I wanted, but I have order on a 4-hourly. This is a pretty nice one. It's pretty textbook setup. You can see very nice 1-hourly uptrend. Okay, like that, or however. I personally draw it like that. And now we've got a daily candle. Right here. So we do have, and we are on a weekly resistance right here. Okay, so we do have a confirmation of a higher time frame. Okay, this is a very important for me personally. On a 4-hourly, we do have some sort of a pin bar right here and very strong bearish candle, which is really standing out from any of these candles. And this is very showing the power of the bears. So I have set a sell limit. You can see this is a, let's go back to school. It's a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, some sort of a retest. It's actually a lower high. This high is lower than this high. I mean, it's, yeah, okay, it's okay. And after that, if we said that this is a higher high, higher low, so this is the last low. This is the last low. And now we've got a lower low. So this low is lower than this low. So this is a trend shift. We've got a break of the trend line, and now I've set a sell limit right here, stops above here, and take profit. I mean, I didn't set my take profit yet. So it's actually, this is how you combine multi-time frames. So weekly on resistance, daily is just showing a nice bearish price action candle pattern, divergences, 4-hourly pin bars, 4-hourly strong candle pattern, and now we've got on a lower time frame, we've got a break of the trend line, break of the swing low, and complete trend shift. Okay, so this is a typical trade for my pending swing account. Okay. Okay, so the stream didn't crashed. I'll just watch the recording. I'll send a link to the recording in the Skype room as well. Yeah, and guys, until then, have a nice time. Bye.